It's all out of control. Out of control.
Hey there everybody, welcome back. This is SotO, and we have some huge news to go through. Studio update for Guild Wars 2 Spring and Summer Roadmap. Hopefully this is full screened enough. I'll try to zoom in when it gets to relevancy, but let's get into it. Greetings Guild Wars 2 community, my name is Josh Davis, not me, him, and in case there was any confusion, I'm the game director for Guild Wars 2. Today, I'm excited to present the Spring and Summer 2024 Studio Update and give you the latest scoop on what's coming to Tyria. There should be an exclamation point there. This is all exciting stuff. Legitimately, this is really cool. We have a lot of ground to cover today, from Guild Wars 2 Seekers of the Obscure to World vs. World to Player vs. Player. They acknowledge that it exists, and no really, this is actually really cool. So let's dive right into things. Hey, that's my thing. Guild Wars 2 Seekers of the Obscure, The Midnight King. The final release update for Guild Wars 2 Seekers of the Obscure, Midnight King, will arrive next Tuesday, May 21st, so that's 1 week. This content will be available for free to all current and future owners of Guild Wars 2 Seekers of the Obscure. And there's a funky trailer that'll play later. I don't want to blow out everyone's ears 2 times in a row. These final story chapters will bring Commander deeper into the world of Neos, to the citadel of Zakros, where the indomitable Midnight King, who does not have feet, himself resides. In case you can't tell who's the good guy in Guild Wars 2 lore, Cantha has these like gigantic feet that they emphasize by making her walk around on the tiptoes of, and the Midnight King has no feet. So considering the internet might as well have like feet pics tattooed on its arm, yeah, you know who the good guys are. Anyway, where the indomitable Midnight King himself resides, these story chapters will come with expanded playable space in Inner Neos and a climactic meta event chain. In addition, this release also includes the Lonely Tower. That should be capitalized. Our latest fractal dungeon, the second tier of legendary obsidian armor, that should also be capitalized. Sorry, refreshed Wizard's Vault rewards and challenges, and 6 new relics. Oh, we got a number. Neat. We'll spend, and a new ranger pet, which is actually not in here. It's on their little title slide, unless they're just, you know, mistaken on one or the other. We'll spend a few weeks monitoring the fractal dungeon and balancing the encounter if needed, which is good. And then on June, it's nice that they built that in advance. Cough, cough, you know, silent surf. And then on June 4th, we'll introduce the fractals challenge mode, which is super cool. Speaking of challenge mode, we're excited to announce that the May 21st release will also introduce a challenge mode for the squad-based version of Convergences. And it's 5 legendary bosses. Yes, a 5th boss is coming. I thought there were only 2. I don't do a lot of convergences. Please correct me. You'll fight in amped up versions of each encounter while dealing with stricter resurrection rules. Awesome. Hey, if you're in the guild, we might try this, since we've got like a ton of people who actually have gear and like can press buttons now. That's awesome. You'll earn extra rewards for your efforts, and achieving a gold ranked tier clear time on all 5 encounters will net you a new title to show off to all your pals. We're also adding in-game leaderboard for all 5 bosses. We're also adding an in-game leaderboard for all 5 bosses, so you can compete with your friends up for the fastest clear times and bragging rights. What? What? Is that cross EU and NA? Is that just like Tpot's gonna dominate this with hard stuck, or is that like, what? That's crazy. That's awesome. This is sick. Finally, this is a feature that was in Guild Wars 1, I believe. This is like for dungeons and stuff. This is really cool. I could be wrong, but this is still really cool. Finally, we have 3 exciting quality of life updates coming with this release. First, squad messages will now appear when hovering over the commander icons on the minimap. Get ready to read all of the guild ads forever. This will make it easier to identify the purpose of the squad, especially when you have multiple commanders operating on the same map. Second, by popular request, we're introducing a nifty accessibility upgrade that allows players to cut... This is a lot of stuff all at once. Like I said, this is how arenanet does things. We're introducing a nifty accessibility upgrade that allows players to customize the color and shape of their targeting reticle while using the action camera mode. And finally, we increased the guild membership limit from 5 to 6 for all players. Plug for Vanguards of Ascension. If you want to join us, hit me up. Time to make some more friends, or just hit up vanguardsofascension.com. That was actually in the article. It was just in invisible ink. You have to read between the lines, chat. World vs. World updates. It's happening. We're excited. This just should be in bold and like 5 times larger than the actual title. We're excited to announce that the world restructuring system, aka Alliances 2, will be moving into an always-on beta status, beginning with the World vs. World reset on June 4th. Dryland is not a myth, chat. They are doing it. This feature has been a long time coming. That's an understatement. And there will undoubtedly be kinks that'll need to be ironed out with the launch, but making that the feature perpetually available to players will allow us to iterate on the system more quickly than the limited beta events that we've run previously. This is a great idea if they have the person power to deal with it. This is awesome. There's an extra space. Arenanet. This is what happens when they move Cal from QA to balance. Little spaces and punctuation errors make it into their articles. It's literally unreadable. We might as well close this. For example, we are continuing to hammer out the remaining queue bugs. To further mitigate the queue issue in the short term, we'll add an additional tier to both NA and EU World vs. World, which will reduce the queue length for maps during prime time, which is okay. As a note, the end of the final relinking period will extend from May 31st to June 14th. We have a few important changes. Yeah, I could just get rid of... I wouldn't do balance if they hired me, Aries, right? I would just like read their articles and like get rid of the tiny... This is literally unreadable, right? Finally, to help memorialize worlds that we've been battling over the past 12 years, you'll be able to don a new title to honor them. Example, Anvil Rock Veteran. I'm assuming you can only choose one and then petition support to get the rest of them. You hopefully can't abuse it like that, but I have heard of things in the past, so... These will be available as a free one-time purchase from Commander Warraiser in World vs. World. We recognize that the world you consider your true home may not be the world you currently reside on, so we're leaving it up to you to choose the title that means Sea of Sorrows Veteran the most to you. Cough. Choose carefully. Hey, check it out. 6 guild slots. The May 21st update also brings some quality of life and balance adjustments, largely in response to the feedback we've been monitoring since the last round of changes on April 16th. So this is balance adjustments for World vs. World. This is not the big balance patch they teased. We are continuing to observe the impact of recent changes and expect to iterate more on World vs. World systems in future updates. So these are the World vs. World changes. The health bar for objective lords will now be displayed in the event UI, making their status much easier to track. Pro tip, clicking the lord's health bar in the UI will make them your active target. Works for PvE events too. I did not know that, but that is awesome. Siege disruptors will now be unblockable. Thank God. We're increasing the base level and tier 3. Well, maybe they should have a cooldown and be unblockable. Well, it's a change and we'll see how it plays. We're increasing the base level and tier 3 supply capacities for keeps by 50 and increasing the amount of supply granted by the supply drop tactic to 100 to add some power back to defending. Nice. A lot of this was taken out when they de-incentivized players from actually defending for the achievements about 4 months ago, so this is nice to see. The Chilling Fog Tactivator now heals allied... Oh my god, they're changing a Tactivator. They can do it. The Chilling Fog Tactivator now heals allied players every few seconds for its duration instead of chilling enemy players. Okay, I hope they renamed it to Healing Fog. Otherwise, literally unusable, and no one should use this. We're also planning a round of World vs. World changes for the July 16th release that are focused on scoring adjustments. We'll be back in a few months to talk about those changes in more detail. Sick! Player versus player updates. So if you didn't know, chat, this is a third game mode that they're actually adding to the game right now. It's called Player versus Player. It's going to be new. No one's actually knows how this is going to play. So it's really exciting to see that they're mentioning this for the first time ever in one of their pieces of media, and they're going to be covering this. On June 25th, it'll probably be really stun heavy or something. On June 25th, we'll be introducing some quality of life and rewards improvements in preparation for the start of the next rank season on July 2nd. To add some... It just says July 2, it's not July 2nd. Oh my god, this is unreadable. To add some new... I'm being sarcastic, if anyone can't tell. To add some new build options, we're introducing 2 new attribute amulets. Heretic, I wish they'd add these in PvE, aka World vs. World. Plus 1000 power, plus 1000 precision, which is a lot of precision, plus 500 healing power, and plus 500 ferocity. So this is your support-ish power amulet for warrior, etc. And Tyrant, plus 1000 power, 1000 condition damage, 50 precision, in case you didn't know how important precision is in literally every build in the game, and 500 toughness, adding Ogre and Tormenting Runes, which is interesting. For the Ogre, I might have to look up. Tormenting Runes will be like plus 20% torment duration, and 175 Condi. On the rewards front, our goal is to make Ascended armor and weapons more accessible in PvP by increasing the number of Grandmaster marks that can be earned each season and decreasing the number of Ascended Shards of Glory needed to purchase Ascended armor and weapons. Interesting. We'll also be reintroducing reward track portions and adding new sources for karma from PvP rewards. Finally, like the prestigious colored titles we've added for World vs. World, Endgame, and PvE, we'll be updating Champion Brawler title awarded for winning 10,000 rated games to a colored version. Sick! It's not gizmos, but I'll take it. In the July 16th update, we'll adjust the frequency of our daily automated tournaments to consolidate teams into fewer events and increase competitiveness. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about that. I guess we'll see how it rolls. Hopefully it's not one team or two teams winning literally all of them again, but I don't know if they can do anything about that. We'll also add a new weekly tournament event on Sunday in each region that features increased rewards. Okay, so special thing on Sunday and ATs throughout the week. Awesome. This seems like a good time to mention that we'll also be bringing back the Tournament of Legends, which rewards legendaries, if you didn't know, chat, on a twice-yearly cadence, and we'll be back in the near future to confirm the next event date. All good changes, in my opinion. This is awesome. We'll also address some long-standing feedback on the Jin's Dominion map, which this one blew my mind, in the July 16th update to make some improvements to the secondary map objective and the associated special action skills, so they may actually be useful. Skills and balance update. This is the one that gets me hyped, so let's go. Our next set of skills and balance updates will arrive on June 25th. We're primarily focused on improving the usability of underpowered skills, utilities, and traits, and bringing in outlier builds where necessary. So, balance. As usual, the Skills and Balance team will be live on Twitch next Friday, May 24th at noon Pacific time to give a preview of the update. And the release notes preview will be live on our forum shortly after. We'll see you there. So this is 3 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, we'll be doing a React stream for that, so get subscribed or followed if that's your thing. And we'll be checking it out. It'll be sick. Festivals and bonus events. Here's the full schedule of festivals and bonus events coming to Guild Wars 2 in the next few months. And they have this wonderful graphic that I have put all over my channel, but if you need to pause the video to screen cap it, there it is. We have 3 big releases that are detailed coming up. So, June 4th to June 25th, Dragon Bash. July 2nd, start of PvP Conquest Season 42. July 2nd to July... It's nice that they mentioned that. July 2nd to July 9th, Sunken Treasure Week. Wonder what that's about. Dungeon Rush from July 9th to July 16th. Dungeon Rush bonus event. July 16th to July 28th, PvP Rush bonus event. This is always sick because it just gets more people playing PvP. And more people playing PvP is what PvP needs, in case you didn't know. It's not even like balance. It's like just more people playing it. Because the more people play it, the weirder the builds get. July 23rd to July 30th, Living World Season 3 bonus event. And July 30th to August, that's really long. Oh, 3 weeks. Festival of the Four Winds. Awesome. Don't forget to bookmark our handy event calendar to keep tabs on what's happening in the game. I'd really hope they add a Char. I think the Char are the only... No, the Sylvari don't have a festival in their area either. It'd be nice if we got the last 2 cities having festivals. Aren't you forgetting something? Unrelated note. Oh, right. What happens after the Midnight King? Well, you'll find out very soon. As it turns out, in the next few weeks, we'll post a development retrospective blog for Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure that talks about what we learned from the process, how we're taking those lessons forward into our next expansion. Shortly after that, you'll get your first look at what happens, at what that next expansion has to offer. Between that and everything we talked about above, it's shaping up to be a pretty exciting summer. Actually, yeah. As a final note, I'd like to take a moment to extend a heartfelt congratulations to 4 remarkable individuals, 20-year anniversaries working at ArenaNet, Tammy Forte, Aaron Colbury, probably butchering this, Andrew Frosty Gray, and Matthew Medina. That name I recognize. Thank you for your undying dedication, hope no one died, creativity, and passion. Here's to many more years of crafting incredible experiences together, and hopefully balancing PvP. And to our community, as you can see that, it says that right there in between the lines. And to our community, as always, thank you for your continued support. We'll see you in the game. Josh, not an actual grouch, Davies. I'm glad they qualified that right there. That always confused me, actually. Just wanted a relic preview. They had this like added thing, Shaktify, where they had an added graphic where they detail that there's a new ranger pet, Wizard's Vault refresh, adventures, events and rewards, more achievements, collections, and relics. So maybe new ranger pet? got a name for the meta event, Into the Spider's Lair. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be a good time to play Guild Wars 2. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, we can play this little trailer for you. Sorry if I blow out everyone's ears.
Children of Nyos, you have lived in nightmare for millennia now. Not one day longer.
Every hour, more of my soldiers die. I fear we march to our end. And finally, she brings herself before the throne. I've been waiting. Princess of Traitors.
And that's where we got that graphic. Makes sense. Okay, cool. So the Princess of Traitors and her feet will lead us against the big bad dude without feet, and it'll be fun. Yeah, we got some exciting stuff coming up in the world of Guild Wars 2. This is sick. So things I'm most excited about, again, balance preview, a week from Friday. So if you want to join us for that, we'll be doing a sort of live react thing as we usually do. Commentary, I'll try to keep talking to a minimum so we can get it up as a VOD on the YouTubes. But I know people use those as reference. That's going to be awesome. Relic preview would have been nice. I agree, but I guess maybe we'll get that with the balance preview. Who knows? This, like, Sunken Treasure Week thing, maybe that's reminiscent of the underwater infusions thing they kind of put in the game earlier, but not super hype, but we'll see. Video of tier 2. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Ocean Bat. Let me, so yeah, here's the new legendary obsidian armor. It's pretty sick. Kind of disappointed that all three kind of have the same draw animation. Spoilers, but what it is. All right, looks sick. Tier 2 obsidian armor. Let's go, chat. What do you guys think? What are you excited about? What are you not excited about? Yeah, that's it for the news roundup. Some exciting events, so things to keep in mind. All the dates on this graphics are we're scrolling everywhere. New playable space, new meta event. It's basically split between, kind of even split between like world versus world, PvP and PvE for once, so that's kind of awesome. You even have some squad stuff with like the convergent skills, challenge mode stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. I'm excited for the balance preview. I'm more excited for the actual balance patch. More stuff to play with is always nice. And if you like this, let me know. If you didn't, we'll go back to the old format. So cheers. I will see you guys in Tyria. I'm SotO. Peace out.